One of the biggest things about entrepreneurship that people don't talk about, you know, it sounds all good all the time, but for me as an entrepreneur, it's been like 2-3 years. It's like you're always chasing a ghost. It's like nothing's ever enough. And it's hard, dog. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with what I do, but I think people have to understand this isn't what it seems sometimes. It ain't always like so happy, because what makes entrepreneurship so cool and so hard at the same time is that there's no limits. There's no limit to the highs. There's no limit to the lows. And so you feel all of that. And even when you're going to the highs, you still may be experiencing the lows from the highs. What do I mean? Even when you have the biggest achievements, you will still find something that you're not doing well. Because you have no boss or nobody telling you what you're doing good or bad, you feel like you have to make up for that all the time. And so it's toxic at times. Like, I can have the greatest achievement ever, and then I'm still thinking, man, why didn't you do this, this, and this, and that? It's like, you know, we talk about not having a boss. Are you going to be accountable? But sometimes you can be a toxic boss to yourself. And I feel like I don't, like, man, sometimes I can be too lax on myself. Sometimes I'm too accountable on myself. It's this hard balance. But within that, it forces you to grow at another rate. So I love it. Like, this isn't a video saying not to be an entrepreneur. I love it. This is why I love it. But this is also why, like, I can have days like this where I'm like totally down. Like, I'm not having a good day at all today. Like, it just ain't been my day. But with that knowledge, I understand this means I'm doing something that's going to allow me to grow. Like, do you see what I mean? Like, I know the fact that I'm feeling like this, that I'm feeling like, man, it's everything is what allows me to know, like, I get a chance to grow every day instead of waiting for a boss to give me a challenge. Like, this is what it feels like to be challenged. And it's scary, but that means I'm where I need to be. Is this the challenge for everybody, though? No. Like, I know what I'm experiencing right now, some people can't handle it. You know, I truly believe in life, like, we aren't given challenges that we can't handle. And as an entrepreneur, I'm dealing with that. Like, I'm dealing with some challenges that are messing with my mind, and I got to be able to keep pushing forward to understand, you know, what the real definition of success is for me. I think that's kind of the key with everything in life, and especially with entrepreneurship when there's no limits. You got to remember why you're doing it and the real definition of success, because you can always get caught up. Man, I could have made more money. I could have got one more sale, whatever it may be. There's always something you could be doing, but you got to maintain that self-love. And so I think anybody out there, if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, you feel alone as an entrepreneur, just know that there's going to be days when you're super low. That's because of all the advantages. I'm a firm believer in, like, the yin and yang. Like, something can, whatever brings you something really good is also going to give you the other side of that extreme. And so through the freedom entrepreneurship gives you, you also get the crippling feeling of, like, you're always never doing enough. Like, it's Labor Day weekend. Like, you're supposed to be chilling today, and I'm still like, man, you're not doing enough. You know, it's like, dog, like, give yourself a break. You know, I just had one of my most purposeful gigs. If anybody doesn't know, I'm an inspirational speaker. My best gigs ever last Friday, right? And I'm sitting here thinking, man, you're not doing this. And I'm like, dude, you just had one of the biggest achievements ever. Like, you impacted some kids' lives forever. And you're tripping about, like, not sending out a couple emails or not getting up on time when you had a long week last week. Like, you drove over 12. Like, all these things go through our mind that are unrealistic at times because we have nobody that can keep us accountable. Sometimes we're a toxic boss to ourselves. You know, on the other side, you know, some people can be entrepreneurs and they don't hold themselves accountable at all. It's a yin and yang. But I need you to know there's highs and lows with entrepreneurship, and I'm living in the low right now. But if you hear me talk in any of my videos, there's so much opportunity in the lows. You know, I made this is about to be my 4th YouTube video I made today because I'm having such a bad day. I have inspiration for stuff to talk about. So I'm really thankful that what I do allows me to find purpose even within the bad stuff. I think that's there for everybody. So as entrepreneurship in the bad days, okay, let's take note of our awareness of what's the misconceptions that we're feeding into ourselves that are making us feel bad. Like, a lot of times we're having these bad feelings that come from misinformation. Like, it's just not true. Like, you're just making it up because you feel like you got to be doing something. You know? And then sometimes it is real. And it's like, okay, now this is just a gut check. Like, dude, you need to be doing better. You know? And so I think all those things are things I'm processing. I had to go back because my phone's like almost like out of storage. I was like, I swear, if I just went off and had this good video, self-reflection, and it didn't save it, I would have been mad. But with that being said, man, if you're a fellow dream chaser, somebody that's going for their dreams or wants to go for their dreams or wants to find their passion, you're on the right channel. I'm living it and I give my insight back. Like, comment, subscribe. Drop in the comments some encouragement for maybe a fellow entrepreneur or somebody that's thinking about being an entrepreneur, or give them your insight. I really appreciate y'all's support. Like, comment, subscribe. Even if you don't, you know, this video got me out of a rut today. About to hit the airport, get to Colorado, speak to some kids tomorrow. So y'all have a good day. Peace.